What up, IOBA? My name is TC. So, the diaspora war continues. I was hoping we'd be done with it by now, but it continues. Check this out right here. That woman that got on TV the other day, you know, this one. You want to go to war? We will go to war. And you don't want that. And I'm calling on the whole immigrant community. If a black American comes in your grocery shop, you don't do that lady. I heard that she got fired. I don't want nobody to get fired, but I heard she got fired. Because that's what happens when you come on a platform like TikTok or YouTube and you start talking that crazy shit. You start talking extremist things and things that could lead people to believe you want other folks to get hurt by saying shit like, African doctors shouldn't treat black Americans and, turn them away from your business and all of that shit. If I'm a business owner, say I'm an African business owner, I got a small shop, a store, or something I'm doing. I know them white folks ain't fucking with me like that. I'm hoping black people from the States come to my store. Because, believe it or not, the black Americans got more money, as a whole, than just about any other group of black people on the planet anywhere else. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure of that without having to look it up. And it would only take a second to look it up. But I'd be willing to bet that black Americans got more money as a whole. And our net income and our net worth is probably higher than the average, say, Jamaican or the average Trinidadian or the average Ghanaian or the average Nigerian. Our net worth. Our net worth ain't that high, but it's higher than theirs. I'm talking about the average now. I'm not talking about the people at the very bottom making minimum wage or the people at the top and the millionaires. I'm talking about the millions and millions of black Americans in the middle that people don't seem to, think about. We the backbone of black business. We are the backbone of black business in this country. Because we got a few dollars of disposable income. And a lot of them are like me. I look for black people to do shit before I ever look for anybody else. If I know it's something that I'm probably not going to find a black person in my area, then I'll go outside of my demographic and look for somebody. But you run black people away from your business if you want to. You know what I mean? And I spoke the other day about service. Service is everything. You got to have quality, you got to have service, and you got to have price. You got to have at least two of those three things in order to get people to buy from you. You got to have service, you got to have quality, and you got to have a good price. And if you ain't got a good price, you got to have quality and service. You know what I mean? And when you go in somewhere, like a braid shop, I know I'm bald-headed, but my wife ain't. My sisters are not. If you go into a braid shop or a nail salon or some business and people treating you, with, disdain, well, then you don't want to go there. You don't have to spend your money with them. And white folks ain't getting their hair braided like that. I'm sorry. They're just not. You could try, to survive with just the white folks that come in your hair salon or your restaurant, but I don't think you'll last very long. See, because white folks, they ain't really feeling y'all like that. I said this a bunch of times too. Them good white folks don't love y'all like that. They really don't. And the only reason why they're interested in you at all is because you have an accent. So go ahead. Try to run all the black folks out your business. Don't want to deal with black folks. Y'all done with black Americans. Fine. All of the services that y'all provide, or that y'all think y'all provide anyway, we was doing that on our own before y'all got here. Quick example. I grew up in a time when every black girl in the neighborhood could braid hair. Hell, my brother could braid his own goddamn hair. So y'all kicking black people out of your shops or whatever that lady was talking about, you only cutting off your nose to spite your face. That's not good business. But hey, what do I know? But like I said, I heard she got fired. I did. I heard she got fired. I don't know how true it is. And if she did get fired, one of them immigrants that she was talking so lovingly about will give her another job, I'm sure. If they stay open. But right now, I'm going to say this again because I want to make this point in every video that I make about this subject. Right now, in 2025, at the beginning of this administration, is not a time for us to become disjointed and have a stupid diaspora war. Because white folks listen to our videos. White folks know that, hey, the blacks are fighting among each other. There's all kind of division among the black people. Right now, the black Americans and the Africans and Jamaicans and the Caribbeans, they're all fighting. Now is a good time to take out all the Caribbeans and deport as many of them as we can, and the black Americans ain't gonna say shit because the Caribbeans and the black Americans are fighting. Now's a good time to go in and sweep all the damn undocumented Africans up, because the black Americans ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna get no support because they fighting too. Hey, how about we do this? How about we do another mass incarceration of black Americans off the street because there's no support from their community. So now would be a good time to take advantage of that and sweep a whole bunch of them up. Fill up our jails, make some money off of them, because we're not going to give them jobs. That's how white folks think. I'd be willing to bet, and I'm going to preface this by saying I'd be willing to bet. Okay, so when you hear me say something, it's just my speculation. I'd be willing to bet that Africans and Caribbeans have no idea how the average white person thinks. But we do, because we lived with them for all this time. And they do not like y'all black asses. You heard what Trump said about Haitians. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. That's what he said about the Haitians. Y'all heard how greasy Donald Trump talked to the African heads of state when they came here. And that bullshit he pulled on the South African president. Y'all seen all that. Well, Donald Trump is a reflection of how the average American Caucasian thinks. I don't have to say not all, but I will say not all. Not all, not everybody. Yeah, whatever. Donald Trump thinks the way. Why do you think he's back in the White House? Because they couldn't put the Indian woman in because she's a woman and she's black enough to turn people off from voting for her. You feel me? So when y'all get on here and y'all get to talking that shit and the ICE come kicking in your door because they coming, you made yourself easy enough to find, and the people that could have maybe supported you, you told them, go kick rocks, y'all lazy and stupid and we don't want nothing to do with you. When ICE come kicking in your door, you made yourself easy to find, easy targets, and you rejected the very people who probably could have helped you. This dumbass civil war among black people needs to stop now. The shit need to be over with. I'm telling you. I hope I have to come back and explain this again, because I will. Thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share the video because it's important. I will talk to y'all on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.